Jefferson County Court at law number 2 is in session. The court is in session with 2 dockets. Motion to revoke probation docket and the announcement docket. First case we're calling on the motion to revoke probation docket is cause number M326206. Case is styled with State of Texas versus Antonio Babineau. Mr. Babineau, your full name is Antonio Babineau?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Babineau? That's good. And Mr. Babineau, you're represented in your case by your attorney Lindsey Scott. Attorney Scott, how are you doing?
Good.
State is represented in this case by attorney Andrew Hubel. Attorney Hubel, how are you doing?
Doing well, Judge, and yourself?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. And the probation office is represented by Mr. Garrett Gilliam. Mr. Gilliam, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Mr. Hubel, what is the recommendation from the state?
On this case, this is Ms. Scott's first appearance as defense attorney. I've spoken with her in regards to this case. There's apparently some issue with.
Yeah, Your Honor, he is on probation in Harris County. And so the issue with this probation, I think, is that he really has needed it transferred over there. He doesn't live here, and that has been the issue with him, like reporting. And he is employed, like he's being successful on his probation in Harris County. He wants to report and make the payments on this case as well. It would help him a lot if we can get it transferred over there. If you need to extend it, to allow him to complete it.
Okay, state.
And given the fact that this is Ms. Scott's first appearance, I'm willing to extend some grace to her client in this case, and give him an opportunity to complete his community service and payment in this case.
Okay, Mr. Gilliam.
I just wanted to point out one of the allegations in this case is failure to report by mail, which means that he was over there.
Oh, he was required to report by mail?
So he's already been transferred.
I'm
Okay,
not sure he's even aware of that, Your Honor.
Yeah, because when that first happened and everything, I was staying in Louisiana and they told me to report by mail, but it was nothing to give me by mail, so I was doing it over the phone.
Oh.
I spoke to my probation officer over the phone, and it was right at the time COVID hit. It was right at that time.
Yeah, he got on this
Okay.
probation, Your Honor, in 2020. And his violations are not new offenses or anything like that. It's,
when was his probation? When did it expire?
Expiration date was on July 20th, 21.
We can't extend. The extension would have to be within 1 year of the expiration date. Okay, so what we'll do,
We couldn't extend even expiration.
Hmm?
you
I
know,
don't, we couldn't extend even
After
just on that date.
Right. Okay, so, what we'll do, state,
he is willing to pay all the fees that he owes, Your Honor. He is employed, and to do the community service, it would help him a lot if we could try to transfer it over there. And
Absolutely.
so you want to reset the case, for a couple of months and, require that he, pay his fines, fees, and costs and do his community service?
Yes. And
Is
if-
that the recommendation?
yeah, and if at that point he has not done so, then state will move forward.
Okay, how much does he owe? Do we know?
Current balance is 1,327 on payments, and community service balance is 40 hours.
40 hours? Okay.
can he do that over there, Your Honor? Can he do that? Can he do
Probation,
that in Harris County?
If they can verify.
okay.
He also has the option, I don't know what his status, his financial situation is, but you also have the ability to pay the hours. It's $3 an hour, so that would cost you $120.
Okay, I'll pay for that.
Okay,
Because it's gonna be kind of hard for me, Your Honor, because I travel for work and we fly, and it'll be hard for me to get back and forth.
understand. Now,
I have the paperwork here, I'll have it as soon as.
okay, so how much time does he need to pay off the balance?
Okay,
How much was it again?
It's $1,327.
1,300,
40 hours of community service is what?
which is 120
100.
added to that.
Okay, so
That's about 14,
So I said, but you give me like 3 months, 4 months, I haven't cleared that.
4 months. You have any objection to that?
No objection.
Okay, okay. What we'll do is, we'll reset him 120 days. We'll reset him 4 months. Okay, okay. And so we'll do that. We'll reset him 120 days to give him opportunity to pay off the fines and court costs, and I think he said he was gonna pay off the
Yeah.
community service.
I'll have that paperwork as soon as we get done. He does not have to.
Just pay the fine.
You do this and you show up at your next court date.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Okay, give us a reset date. Okay, so the case, August 14th. Yeah, the case will be reset to August 14, 2024. Ms. Scott, you'll be giving your reset. And Mr. Babineau,
Yes, sir.
once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go.
Okay, thank you.
And you have a blessed day. You have a blessed day as well, Ms. Scott.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're welcome.
We just asking for a reset.
Mr. She's right in the room. Next case is cause number 23CCCR 2068. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Meredith Letitia Kite. Yes, Ms. Kite. Ms. Kite, your full name is Meredith Lakeisha Kite.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, Ms. Kite?
Oh.
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Ms. Kite, you representing your case by Attorney Alan Parker. Attorney Parker, how are you doing?
Good, Judge, thank you.
And yes, good. And the state is representing this case by Attorney Erica Porter. Ms. Porter, how are you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Parker, what is your announcement in Ms. Kite's case?
Your Honor, we're asking for a reset. I think we may have an agreement, but I just got an offer today. I substituted in on this case. She had a court appointed and I just need some time to talk to her about it.
Okay. You have any objections to that?
No.
Okay, give us how much time you need?
Just a regular reset, I think should be sufficient.
Okay, give us a reset date.
June 24th.
That's good. Okay, this case will reset to June 24, 2024. Ms. Kite, once you get your reset from your attorney, you're free to go and you have a blessed day. Mr. Parker, this is your only case. You're free to go as well and you have a blessed day. Next case is cause number M332458. Case is style the state of Texas versus Aaron Jacob McElroy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. McElroy, your full name is Aaron Jacob McElroy. How are you doing, Mr. McElroy? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. McElroy, you're representing your case by your attorney, Kevin Lane. Mr. Lane, how are you doing?
Fine.
Let's see this case. Mr. Lane, what is your announcement in Mr. McElroy's case?
Your Honor, we've received the discovery and the videos. We just need to review the videos and discovery. May we have 30 more days to make an announcement?
Yeah, State, do you have any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. McElroy, give us a reset date,
June 24th.
June 24th. Okay, this case will be reset to June 24th, Mr. McElroy. Your attorney's gonna get you reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you're free to go. And you have a blessed day. And Mr. Lane, I think this is your only case.
I think it is, Your Honor.
You're free to go as well. You have a
Thank
blessed
you
day.
all very much.
All right, you're welcome. Next case is cause numbers 23CCCR 0320, cause number 23CCCR 0321. Both cases are style of state of Texas versus Christopher Chase Stevens. Mr. Stevens is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Stevens, you can take your mic off of mute. Having some problems taking it off of mute. Mr. Stevens is represented in his case by attorney B. Eric Franklin. Attorney Franklin, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Judge, thank you.
Okay, I think Mr. Stevens is having some problems taking his mic off of mute.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
how are you doing, Mr. Stevens?
I'm fine and yourself.
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Stevens, you're represented by your attorney B. Eric Franklin. Mr. Franklin, what is your announcement in Mr. Stevens' cases?
Your Honor, we are not ready. We would request a reset. We had a round of discovery we received, but we just got the second round of the offense report and other paperwork yesterday.
Okay,
We would ask for more time to review the discovery.
you have any objections, State?
No objections, Your Honor.
Could you give us how much time do you need?
I think we need at least a month.
It's gonna be June 24th.
Okay, this case will be reset to June 24th.
Do you have an offer on this case already?
Okay, this case will be reset to June 24th, 2024. Mr. Stevens, your attorney will be, and your bondsman will be given notice of your reset.
Yes, sir.
Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman.
Yes, sir.
Conclude your cases. You're free to go. And you have a blessed day.
You too,
And
sir.
You're welcome. Mr. Franklin, you can get your recess. Once you get your recess, you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Dylan Terrell Edmondson. Mr. Edmondson, is that your full name? Dalen Tyrell Edmondson? Okay, hold on a minute, let me see, yeah. Mr. Edmondson, your attorney is Mr. Marcus Wilkinson. Mr. Wilkinson is currently in trial in another court. So therefore, he will be unable to be here today. Your case will be reset by our court coordinator. Once you get your reset from the court coordinator, you'll be free to go. And you have a blessed day. Please stand in front of the court coordinator. And you have a blessed day. Mr. Grove, you ready on your case?
No, sir, I could talk to the prosecutor.
Okay, I'll hold on it.
Talking to somebody else right now.
Okay, that's fine.
You know, give us a few more.
Okay, we'll. And Mr. Jeffers, I see you working on a case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll put a hold on your cases too.
I'm not in any distress right now. As long as I can lean it.
Next case is cause number 23 CCCR 0974. Case is filed, State of Texas versus Abbase Trevino. Mr. Trevino, your full name is Abbase Trevino.
Sure.
How you doing, Mr. Trevino?
Pretty good, sir. How about you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Now, Mr. Trevino, you were here on January 9th, 2024. At that time, your case was reset to give you an opportunity to hire an attorney. Have you hired your attorney?
No, sir, I need a bit more time. Pretty.
You say you need a little bit more time. Have you talked to any attorneys? two of them. Right now, we just got another attorney, and, the price is high. And, I'm not making the same that we were. Okay, now you said that, you need some more time. How much time do you need? I should be able to get at least more than half in 3 months. Yeah, we can't give you 3 months. We're gonna give you 2 months because this, we're in the month of May and you were here in January. So you've already had 4 months. Okay? So, well, this is April. So, let's see, February, March. So you've already had 3 months. And so we'll give you another 2 more months. Okay? And it'll be 5 months from that date. All right. Now, give us a reset date.
June 24th or July 1st.
That'll be June 24th. Okay. Well, let's go with July 1st. That'll be close to 2 months. Okay. Let me see this April, May, June. Well, actually, it'll be almost a little bit more than 2 months. Okay. So we're gonna go with July 1st, 2024. At that time, you need to have your attorney hired. If you hire your attorney before that date, what's gonna happen is your attorney is going to send this court a letter of representation. The letter of representation informs the court that the attorney has been hired to represent you. And then your attorney will be asking for another reset from July 1st. Okay, which means, so if you're hiring before this date, he's probably gonna get another reset date. But you have to stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman to verify that you have another reset date. But if that doesn't happen, you need to be here on July 1st, 2024. Okay? Sure. So this case is gonna be reset to July 1st, 2024. Stay in contact with your bondsman and your attorney. Well, stay in contact with your bondsman because your bondsman will be given notice of your reset date. You're gonna get your reset from our court coordinator. Once you get your reset from the court coordinator, you're free to go and you have a blessed day. Thank you. Next case is cause number 23CCC Aura 0778. Case is style of State of Texas versus Charlotte Marie Parkinson. Ms. Parkinson, your full name is Charlotte Marie Parkinson.
Charlotte, yes, sir.
How are you doing, Ms. Parkinson?
Alright.
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Ms. Parkinson, I see here that your case was reset to give you an opportunity to hire an attorney. I also see in the notes that apparently you had some medical issues. Is that correct? And now have you hired your attorney?
No, sir.
Why haven't you hired your attorney?
You know, I ain't supposed to address it.
Okay, I'm looking at a judge's explanation of rights to defendants without attorney that was, give me could you print a copy of this off?
The affidavit.
Well, let me see if I can, yeah. No, it's a copy of the judge's explanation.
Oh.
I don't think there's an affidavit. Oh, I might be able to print it from here. Is this, let me see, I'm gonna print it from here. It should be printing on your printer. Ms. Bailey?
Sir?
We have a document we need to give to Ms. Parkinson. Mr. Parkinson, a bailiff is handing you a document that is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Did you see that document? See the title of that document? Do you see the title of that document, Ms. Parkinson?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Ms. Parkinson, at the bottom of that document, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Is that your signature?
Oh, yes, sir.
Also, there are a set of initials on a line that states as follows: I want to reset this case to hire my own attorney. Are those your initials?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so on that date, you signed this document stating that you wanted your case reset to give you time to hire an attorney. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and so you haven't hired an attorney? Have you talked to an attorney?
No, sir.
Yeah.
Can you give me more time?
Okay, let me ask you, sir, why haven't you talked to an attorney? Okay, because you say give you more time. This has been since July 11 of 2023. That's the date that's on that document. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you've had a lot of time to get an attorney. Now, let me ask you this question. Are you having any financial difficulties with hiring an attorney?
Yes.
Okay, now, also on that document, you see where you see those numbers 1, 2, and 3 at the top of that document. What right below the title where it says Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney, it reads as follows: as a defendant in a criminal case, you have 3 options. That's regarding your right to have an attorney. Number 1, you may hire an attorney. Number 2, if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request that an attorney be appointed to represent you. And number 3, you may represent yourself if you waive your right to have an attorney. So if you are having financial difficulties, that suggests to the court that you do not have enough money to hire an attorney. So therefore, you may request that an attorney be appointed to represent you. Do you understand that? Now, do you want to see if you qualify for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes.
Okay, so just have a seat. The bailiff is going to bring out a document to you that is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. It's going to be on a clipboard, and also you're going to have the document that is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. She's going to give you a new one, because on the new one that she gives you, you're going to put your initials on the 3rd line saying, I want to apply for a court-appointed attorney. You're going to sign it and date it today's date. And then on the affidavit of indigence, you fill out the first page and half of the second page. If you need help with filling out any one of those documents, just let us know, and we'll have someone to help you. All right, just have a seat. Mr. Grove, you ready now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, this is cause number M333834. Case is style of State of Texas versus, is it Larry Haller?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Haller, how are you doing?
Some not as good as others.
Okay. Well, you're right there in the middle. So, Mr. Haller, you're represented by your attorney, Attorney David Grove. Attorney Grove, how are you doing?
Good, Judge, thank you.
That's good. Now, Mr. Grove, Mr. Haller's case is on the court's announcement docket. What is your announcement?
Judge, we received a plea bargain offer, and I'd like to have about 60 days to talk to Mr. Haller about it if I could.
Okay. You have any objections, State?
No,
Okay, give us a reset date, what is the date?
June 24th.
Is that enough time?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That should be more than enough.
Okay, this case will be reset to June 24th, 2024. Mr. Haller, your attorney bondsman will give a notice to your reset. Stay in contact with your attorney bondsman. Your attorney is going to give you your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you're free to go. And you have a blessed day. And Mr. Grove, you're free to go as well.
Thank
And you
you.
have a blessed day. Mr. Jeffries, you still working on yours?
We sent it over.
Okay. Okay, she's working on it. Good morning, Mr. Mitchell.
I haven't started on it.
Okay,
Yet.
reset. Okay.
Yes, I'm doing good.
Court is in session and cause number cause number 23 CCCR 04 51. The case is style of State of Texas versus Tyler Noel Bourget. Right here. Is that the original or the? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I could get the original later. You can give him the copy. Does he have the copy?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Mr. Bourget, you're represented in this case by your attorney, Attorney Brendan Mitchell. Now, Mr. Bourget, how are you doing?
Good, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking, Mr. Mitchell. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Judge. Thank you.
And I noticed he didn't have any bond conditions in the file. However, I see that he had a smart start in the file. And this case was a case that's transferred from county court at law number 3.
And Judge,
But-
I'm sorry, we actually filed for blood discovery.
I saw it. I saw that in
Make sure
the
you got to your
file.
system, that's all.
Yeah, all of that's in the file.
Okay.
But because he doesn't have the standard bond conditions in the file, I'm going to go over these bond conditions with you. And it's titled Standard Bond Conditions in County Court at Law number 2. Following the return of a criminal information in County Court at Law number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein are ordered subject to the additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or of the United States. You understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Condition number 2, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol anytime as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submits to a test for drugs and alcohol, and the test indicates the presence of drugs and alcohol in the defendant's body. Do you understand that
Yes, sir.
condition? Condition number 3 does not apply. However, condition number 4 does apply because your case is an offense that falls under section 49.04 through 4906 of the Texas Penal Code. And condition number 4 states as follows. The defendant whose information charges any subsequent offense listed under section 4904 through 4906 of the Texas Penal Code shall not operate any motor vehicle unless the vehicle is equipped with an interlock device mechanism that makes impractical the operation of the vehicle with ethyl alcohol detected in the breath of the operator, and said device shall be installed at the defendant's expense with written verification of such installation being submitted to the court on or before 3 days after today. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Now, I see in the file that you have a smart start, so you already have the interlock device.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct? All right. Now, condition number 5 states that defendant shall obtain, maintain, and pay for and have no violations with the initial interlock device, mobile breath device. Any violations will be grounds for revocation. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, the other condition is as a defendant must attend AANA meetings 3 times a week and provide proof to the court. Do you understand that condition?
Yes.
Now, I have some paperwork here. Now, are you a resident of Jefferson County?
Yes, orange, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. The reason why I ask is because the list that I have I think this is just for I think this here list is just for Jefferson County. No, it's not. I see Liberty County. Welcome. Okay, this is the list of places that a person can attend AANA meetings. And this is the sign-up sheet. So every time you go, a sponsor will sign it indicating that you attended. And you need to bring that sign-up sheet back with you every time when you come to court.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So now, Mr. Mitchell,
Yes, Judge.
you're asking for this case to be reset, is that correct?
Yes, Judge. I spoke with the prosecution. I believe we could agree to reset for us to get together. I'm sorry.
Review discovery.
Yeah, review discovery together and try to work something out, Judge.
Okay,
And we'll let the court know if we decide to set up a trial after that.
okay, how much time you need?
30 days.
Standard? Okay, give us a standard reset. Okay, this case we reset to June 24th. 2024. Mr. Boje, once you get your reset from your attorney, you're free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Thank
And
you.
Mr. Mitchell,
Thank you,
you're
Judge.
welcome. This is your only case. You're free to go.
It
as well.
is,
You
Judge.
have
I
a
have to go
blessed
next
day.
door.
All right,
Thank you.
all right. Speak. Boje? June 24th, 2024. Okay, Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session. Court is in session at cause number 23 CCCR 2492. Case is style of State of Texas versus Chase Nassim Zeno. Mr. Zeno is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Zeno, how are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Zeno, you're representing your case by your attorney, Attorney James Paget, who is also appearing via Zoom. Mr. Paget, how are you doing?
Doing well. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Mr. Paget, what is your announcement in Mr. Zeno's case?
Unfortunately, Your Honor, we're trying to complete discovery. We have not reviewed the media yet. If you would give us 30 to 45 days, whatever the court is comfortable with, we'll have everything completed and we'll be able to make our announcement.
State, you have any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Give us a June 24th. Okay. Okay. Now, this case will be reset to June 24th of 2024. Mr. Zeno,
Sir.
your attorney and your bondsman will be given notice of your reset date. And you'll be required to stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman for your reset date of June 24th, 2024. And before I let you go, I need to give you some bond conditions. And the bond conditions, once I finish reading these bond conditions, we will send these bond conditions to your bondsman and your attorney. And you can pick up get a copy of these bond conditions from either your bondsman or your attorney. Now, the document is titled Standard Bond Conditions in County Court at Law number 2. Following the return of a criminal information in County Court at Law number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds are executed for release of any defendant named herein or ordered, subject to the additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or of the United States. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Condition number 2, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who, A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol, and the test indicates the presence of drugs and alcohol in the defendant's body. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Now, condition number 3 and condition number 4 does not apply. However, condition number 5 does apply. And condition number 5 reads as follows. Defendant is prohibited from possessing a firearm or ammunition unless defendant is a peace officer as defined by section 1.07 of Texas Penal Code, actively engaged in employment as a sworn full-time paid employee of a state agency or political subdivision. Mr. Zeno, do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Zeno, if you violate any one of these conditions, your bond can be revoked. And if your bond is revoked, a warrant will be issued for your arrest. You'll be arrested and placed in the Jefferson County Jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, again, now, Mr. Zeno, this case is reset to June 24th. of 2024. You need to stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. And you can get a copy of this bond condition from your attorney and your bondsman because they will be sent copies of these bond conditions. You're
Yes.
free to go, and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Paget, your reset and these bond conditions will be sent to you. You're free to go as well, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're welcome.
Oh my God.
Please come forward. This is cause number 23 CCCR 0590. The case is style of State of Texas versus David Emmanuel Catala. Mr. Catala, how are you doing?
I'm going to find yourself.
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Catala. You're represented in your case by your attorney, Ben Jeffries. Attorney Jeffries, how are you doing?
Doing well, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Jeffries, what is your announcement in Mr. Catala's case?
We'd ask for a reset on this, give me an opportunity to further dive into the discovery.
No objections.
No objection? Okay. Give us a reset date.
June 24th.
Okay, this case will be reset to June 24th, 2024. Mr. Catala, your attorney is going to get your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you're free to go and you have a blessed day. All right, just have a seat.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
I have to spotlight. Now the green.
Who you taking off? No. So. Oh. Let me see. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Uh, so that was, March 20, September 2021. $180, 180 days.
Also, what we said.
Motion October 23rd. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's fast. Okay, let's see, let's see. Okay, great, sure. True. Gibbs County Court, law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session in cause number M320809, case of style of state of Texas versus Brandon Richard Forward. Mr. Forward, would you please come forward? Oh, that's right, this is on this here. Okay. Mr. Forward, your full name is Brandon Rochard Forward?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Forward, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Forward, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Forward, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Forward? You doing okay? That's good. Mr. Forward, you're representing your case by your attorney, Attorney Jeffries. Do you waive a record in Mr. Forward's case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Forward, I have before me a motion to revoke your probation This motion was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this motion, it alleges that you, Brandon Rashard Forward, was tried on March 3rd of 2020 for the offense, at least for the Class A offense of failure to identify. You were found guilty and punishment was assessed at a term of 180 days confinement in the Jefferson County Jail and a fine of $800. In this motion, Mr. Forward, it alleges 4 allegations. State, are you abandoning allegations 1 and 3?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Forward, the state is abandoning allegations 1 and 3. That simply means that they will only be proceeding on allegations 2 and 4. Allegation 2 alleges that you, Brandon Rashard Forward, failed to perform community service hours required as ordered by the court in violation of condition 14 of your probation order. Is that true or not true? Allegation number 4 alleges that you, Brandon Rashard Forward, failed to report to the Jefferson County Probation Office by mail for the months of April, May, June, July, and August of 2020 in violation of the special amendment dated March 16, 2020 of your probation order. Is that true or not true?
Yes.
Are you pleading true to allegations 2 and 4 freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading true because they are true?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Forward, I also have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment. It is also labeled as State's Exhibit number 1. Let's see. Do you recognize this document? I just put the offense date here. Right
Yes,
here.
sir.
All right. On page 2 of this same document, there are a set of initials BF that are on a line next to the box that's checked MTRP, which means motion to revoke probation, true to allegations 2 and 4. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 3 of the same document, there is a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document that's titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
At the top of this document, there are 2 boxes checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that statement? The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that statement?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Forward, before you signed and initialed these documents, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything that your attorney went over?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Forward, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
Stay up for states 1.
Any objections?
No objection.
No objections. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Jeffries, you've advised and counseled Mr. Forward. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Forward, your attorney, Mr. Jeffries, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Forward, I will accept your plea of true to allegations 2 and 4. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given, and will also find that there is sufficient evidence to revoke your probation, and your probation is hereby revoked. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is that agreement?
For plea true to allegations 2 and 4, the state has offered 6 days time served on this case. Court calls sacked and retired.
Mr. Forward, the state is offering that you serve 6 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not be required to serve any more time in the Jefferson County Jail because you have already served 6 days in the Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for the time that you have already served. The court costs in this case will be taxed and retired. That simply means that you will not be required to pay the court costs because the time that you have spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Mr. Forward, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Forward, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Now, Mr. Forward, this will conclude your case. Are you ready for it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please stand in front of the court coordinator, follow the directions of the bailiff. And once you finish following the directions of the bailiff, you're free to go. And you have a blessed day.
You too.
And thank you. And Mr. Benjamin Jeffries, you'll be free to go as well, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
To what?
He wasn't. That's how long. Okay. Sorry about the wait.
Okay. How you doing, bro? Good morning. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a page, miss. There's a page missing on this. No, it needs to be signed by me. It's the one where you appoint the lawyer. Is it on did it fall? Is it on the clipboard? No, it should be.
This one?
Yeah, that's it. That's page 3 to this. Okay, thank you. Charlotte Parkinson. Would you please come forward? Would you pass this? Ms. Parkinson, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Parkinson, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Ms. Parkinson, you may put your hand down. Ms. Parkinson, I have before me a document that is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Do you recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant? You have to speak up.
Yes, sir.
And are these your initials on the line that state you would like to apply for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
I also have another document that is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, there is a signature above the line that is titled Defendant Signature. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Parkinson, before you signed and initialed these documents, did you read the documents or did you have someone else to help you with these documents?
Yes, sir.
And did you understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Parkinson, I read your answers. Based on your answers, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. And the attorney that will be appointed to represent you is Attorney Jennifer Mattingly. Excuse me, Attorney Jennifer DeLodge. Ms. DeLodge will be given information to contact you, and you will be given information to contact her. Our court coordinator will give you that information. And once you get the information from the court coordinator, you'll be free to go.
Yes, sir.
And you have a blessed day.
You too. You have a great day.
All right, thank you. Just have a seat in that first chair by the wall, and she'll call you to her window. Okay, let's see. Next case is cause number M321394. Case is style of State of Texas versus Chase Wade Ellis. Mr. Ellis, would you please come forward? Mr. Ellis, your full name is Chase Wade Ellis.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, Mr. Ellis?
I'm okay.
That's good. Oops, I'm in the wrong document. Hold on. Ellis. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Is that, yeah. I didn't even sign this. Mr. Ellis, last time that you was here, you signed a document that is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. And on that document, there's a signature and initials on a line that states, I want to reset this case to hire my own attorney. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Have you hired your attorney?
Yes, sir. Hired my father, being that he's representing me on all this other stuff. As you know, an ongoing deal with his health, being a problem. And health was doing pretty good. I've been over there taking care of him every day, actually kind of quit my job to do so. Up until he said he could handle it, I went there last night to help him get his clothes ready, and at that point, I kind of realized that it wasn't right for me to burden him with all this, my problems. He's now got a colostomy bag he just got, and so I kind of made the decision to, I was supposed to go out there and get him this morning, actually, and he's probably pretty upset at me that I didn't, but it's not right. I don't think his health is okay to represent. So if I could have a little time to.
So he didn't, I see here that I don't think he sent a letter of representation. Is that correct?
Probably not.
I'm looking in his file,
What's your father's name?
Keith Ellis. I know he represented him in the past.
You're on the So,
Yes,
the charges were dismissed in Orange County. He's known this, he's been told, that all he needs to do is pay his balance off, which is $580. Plus, he was gonna purchase his community service for 80 hours. I let him know about it this morning. He has told me that he has the money and that's what he wants to do. So I don't know why he keeps going back to this stuff about an attorney, because he's been made aware that probation is, will be recommending that we dismiss this.
a payment
Half
of,
the cost that he keeps talking about it, but he's not doing it.
okay, is that,
Came this morning at telling me I've got the money in the bank. Told him I would come in here and ask for a delay so he could go do it. But he said, no, his bank card's in Biter.
okay, now do you understand what the probation officer is saying?
Yes, sir. And I discussed with him this morning that I can pay probably the whole thing. Sold my Bronco yesterday just to do so. I called my probation officer right at the last minute and asked him about the community service hours, what I needed to do in order to pay them. Because last time I went up to the front desk to pay them, they didn't know nothing about it. Supposedly you're supposed to get a gift card and bring it to the probation officer. Well, he didn't answer the phone. I left him a message. Like I said, it was a last minute deal.
Okay, so let me ask you this here. So right now, the probation office is saying that they want to dismiss the case for payment of the fines and fees, and then he's gonna pay his community service.
No, sir, because we've made that offer to him numerous times.
Oh.
Is what I'm saying. He keeps telling us that's what he wants to do.
Oh,
But it's, he does say he's got the money, so we're not talking about the lack of ability to pay. We're talking about the lack of willingness to do it.
okay, so y'all still want to go just forward?
Your Honor, like I said, have not been working because I've been taking care of my dad.
I understand.
He's in a very critical condition.
Okay,
And your dad isn't representing you.
no, the dad isn't,
Well, he
he hasn't submitted a letter of
It
representation.
just looks like he's not eligible to practice. That's why I was making sure that he's not representing him in this case.
So even if you had your dad is not eligible to practice. Okay, well, the state just looked it up. The court has just become aware. So you can't hire him anyway.
Yes, sir. And I don't have a problem hiring another attorney. Right now, my financial.
But you're spending money, and I think just want to interject,
That's what I'm trying to say.
you're spending money that all we need is money.
I can pay it. I mean, I told him that this morning and
Okay,
Can we get a 7-day reset?
a week, reset it for a week? Is that sufficient?
Perfect. I mean,
Okay.
I'll give you the paperwork.
So what we'll do, we'll reset it for 1 week. And if everything is done, the state will be submitting a court of dismissal. And then obviously, if the case is dismissed, you won't have to be back here next Thursday. What is it, next Wednesday, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Let's see, that will be the 17th. Today is the 10th. Okay. So that the case will be reset to April 17th of 2024.
yes, sir. And am I correct in saying that if I pay my fees and community service, that I do not need to show up at court, or I still need to show up regardless?
It should be dismissed, huh?
As long as you pay it and give me, yeah.
I mean, it depends on when you pay
They
it.
paid off. then-
Now, if you pay it off on Thursday morning, or what, you still gotta be here, because we won't have, there's no way for us to know.
That will be the case. I'll get it paid. it was in a day or so.
Okay, well, you got 7 days, so
And then you don't-
unless you need more time.
Yes,
Now, you sure you can get it paid within that time frame?
yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so this case will be reset to April 17th, 2024. Once you get your reset, Mr. Ellis from our court coordinator, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
And we'll be praying for your daddy and
Appreciate
he have a speedy recovery. All right. Jefferson County Court, Alert number 2 is back in session. The court is in session and calls number M 333-230. case is style the state of Texas versus Luis Arnaldo Barrasso. Luis Barrasso was scheduled to be in court this morning at 9 a.m. for the court's announcement docket. At about 9 a.m., the court's bailiff called the name of Luis Barrasso at the courthouse door. Luis Barrasso did not answer. Luis Barrasso has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. The time now is 10:35 a.m. on today's date of April 10 of 2024. Ms. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Luis Barrasso at the courthouse door?
Luis Barrasso. Luis Barrasso.
Luis Barrasso's name was just called again at the courthouse door. Luis Barrasso did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Mr. Barrasso an opportunity to appear in court. He has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion? That motion will be granted. Luis Barrasso's bond will be forfeited and a warrant shall be issued for his arrest and cause number M333230. The court will be in recess. Yeah. Jefferson County Court Alert number 2 is back in session. Court is in session and calls number M326744. Case is style of State of Texas versus Alice Marie Bronson. Ms. Bronson, would you please come forward? You can stand in front of the bench. Did I pronounce your last name right?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Bronson, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Ms. Bronson, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. Bronson? You fine? That's good. Ms. Bronson, I have before me a motion to revoke your probation that was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this motion to revoke probation, it alleges that you, Alice Marie Bronson, was tried on March 14th of 2023 for the offense of theft, and you were found guilty and assessed punishment at a term of 90 days confinement in the Jefferson County Jail and a fine of $250. Your confinement was probated for a period of 1 year. In this motion, Ms. Bronson, there are 5 allegations. This theft. Okay. And allegation number 1 alleges that you, Alice Marie Bronson, failed to abstain from the use or possession of any drugs except those taken or possessed under doctor's orders, as ordered by the court on or about March 14 of 2023. Alice Marie Bronson provided a urine sample for a scientific analysis that showed the presence of metabolic byproducts of methamphetamines in violation of condition 12 of your probation order. Allegation number 2 allege that you, Alice Marie Bronson, failed to never become intoxicated or under the influence of any intoxicating substance on or about March 14, 2023 in Jefferson County, Texas. The said Alice Marie Bronson did then and there become intoxicated under the influence of intoxicating substance in violation of condition 13 of your probation order. Allegation number 3 alleges that you, Alice Marie Bronson, failed to perform community service hours as required by the court in violation of condition 14 of your probation order. Allegation number 4 alleges that you, Alice Marie Bronson, has failed to attend and complete the moral recognition program as ordered by the court in violation of condition 16 of your probation order. And allegation number 5 alleges that you, Alice Marie Bronson, failed to pay court-assessed fees as ordered by the court, and as of March 14, 2023, you were $1,022 in arrears in violation of special amendment dated August 4th of 2022 of your probation order. Now, Ms. Bronson, if the court finds any one of these allegations to be true, your probation can be revoked. And if your probation is revoked, the court can assess confinement in the Jefferson County Jail for up to 90 days. Do you understand that? Okay. Now, is there a clipboard on it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we need to, is the first document is judge's explanation of rights to defendants without attorney?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Bronson, on that clipboard, it's titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Now, as a defendant in a criminal case, you have a right to have an attorney. In this document, it tells you what your rights are regarding your right to have an attorney. And it states as follows. As a defendant in a criminal case, you have three options. Number one, you may hire an attorney. Do you understand that option? Number two, if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request that an attorney be appointed to represent you. Do you understand that option? And number three, you may represent yourself. Do you understand that option? Now, if you want an attorney to represent you and you have enough money to hire an attorney, your case will be reset to give you time to hire an attorney. Reset means you'll be given another court date so that you'll have enough time to hire your own attorney. If you want an attorney, but you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you will have to fill out a financial questionnaire so that the proper person can determine whether or not to appoint an attorney to represent you. Now, the financial questionnaire is the third document on that clipboard. It is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence, and you will have to fill out the first page and half of the second page. Now, if you want to represent yourself, you'll be allowed to talk to the district attorney or to the prosecutors about your case. Now, you cannot talk to the prosecutor about your case unless you first sign a waiver of counsel. That is a document that is titled Waiver of Counsel for purposes of entering a guilty plea or proceeding to trial. It is the second document on the clipboard. Now, you should be aware that there are dangers to self-representation. Waiving your right to an attorney and representing yourself may result in a worse outcome for you and your case, including the loss of significant rights and opportunities relating to military service, possession of a firearm, housing and public benefits, child custody, immigration status for non-citizens, and employment. If you choose to represent yourself, you may change your mind at any time and request that an attorney be appointed to represent you. Do you understand that? Okay. Now, at the bottom of that document, in bold letters, it states, defendant's choice, mark initials next to only one choice. If your choice is to hire an attorney, you will place your initials on the first line to the left. If you have already hired an attorney to represent you in this case, then you will place your initials on the second line to the left and the name of the attorney on the line to the right. If your choice is to request a court-appointed attorney, then you will place your initials on the third line to the left. If you have already been appointed a court-appointed attorney in this case to represent you, then you will place your initials on the fourth line to the left and the name of the attorney on the line to the right. If your choice is to waive your right to an attorney, that is to give up your right to an attorney and to represent yourself, then you will place your initials on the fifth line to the left. Once you have finished initialing one of the 5 lines, then you will sign your name on the line that is titled defendant, and you will date it today's date on the line that is titled date. And today's date is April 10th of 2024. Now, you can, there should be a pin on the clipboard. You can make your choice. Initial one of the 5 lines and then sign the bottom of that document on the line that is titled defendant and dated today's date, April 10th of 2024. Okay, let's see. Okay, So Ms. Broughton, you would like to apply for a court-appointed attorney? Now, it's the third document is titled Affidavit of Indigence. You can have a seat at that table and fill out the document that is titled Jefferson County Affidavit. Did you take the clipboard with you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on a minute. You can have a seat. We'll have someone to bring it to you. Three, two, six. Ms. Mosby,
Yes.
would you hand this document to Ms. Broughton? She has to.
Oh. What do you need to do?
She needs to sign the affidavit of indigence. It should be the third document, Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. Now, should be 3 pages. Yes,
You want to fill it
yeah,
out?
she needs to fill it out. Now, Ms. Broughton, if you need any help or assistance with filling that document out, just let us know and we'll have someone assist you. All right. Okay, court is back in session and calls number M 326-744, case is styled, the state of Texas versus Alice Marie Bronson. Ms. Bronson, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Bronson, do you swear, affirm, and tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Ms. Bronson, you may put your hand down. Ms. Bronson, I have before me two documents. The first document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Do you recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant? And are these your initials on the line that state you would like to apply for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes.
I also have a document that is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. You recognize this document? On page 2 of this same document, there is a signature above the line that is titled Defendant Signature. Is this your signature? Ms. Bronson, before you signed and initialed all of these documents that I just showed you, did you read the documents? Did you understand what you read? And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Ms. Bronson, I read your answers. Based on your answers, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. And the attorney that will be appointed to represent you in your case is Attorney Ryan Matuska. Attorney Matuska will be given information to contact you, and you will be given information to contact Mr. Matuska. The court coordinator will give you that information. Once she gives you that information, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day. Now, Ms. Bronson, you're still on probation, so you still have to abide by the rules of your probation. All right. And I think Mr. Gilliam, who is from the probation office, is probably going to talk to you once you get your paperwork from the court coordinator. Okay. Please have a seat in that first chair and wait for the coordinator to call your name. All right. And this will conclude the calling of the court's motion to revoke probation docket and the announcement docket. Both dockets are scheduled on March 10th, 2024 in County Court at Law Number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas. Judge Terrence L. Holmes presiding. Everyone, please have a blessed day. Attorneys,